Today I'm filming the first video in my mini-series Gaming on an Airplane. I am in Seattle, I'm traveling for a conference, and I brought with me some games to play in the evening, of course, but then I thought, wouldn't it be nice to have games that I can play during the flight, because, well, I was going to spend quite an amount of time on airplanes, and we're waiting for airplanes. So I thought, yeah, let's bring some games that I can play in that fashion. So I look for some games that have the following requirements. They can actually be played on an airplane. They're small enough that the entire game does fit on the small table that you find in airplanes. They must be solitaire or solitaire friendly. They must be print and play, just because I had the brilliant idea of getting games for the airplane the night before I left. So I didn't have time to buy anything. I had to print stuff from my computer. And the fourth requirement is that they must be free games. That's not really a strict requirement, but all other things being equal, I prefer to get free stuff rather than paying for it. So why not, if I can find games that are free and meet other requirements? And I did find some of these games. And I played them on the airplane coming here, and there will be the reviews of games that I play on my way back to Bloomington, Indiana. But today, we should get started now with the first review, which is a review of Escape of the Dead, a free print and play game that you can download from Board Game Geek. Maybe should be called Escape from the Dead rather than Escape of the Dead, because you were the player, the human, and you are fighting against a horde of zombies, and you are trying to hold them off long enough for you to be able to fix your car and run away from the horde. Otherwise, well, as you can imagine, you will become dietary supplement for the zombies. So maybe Escape from the Dead instead of Escape of the Dead, but whatever, let's not be too pedantic and let's see how the game works instead. This is it. This is the game. One sheet of paper. This is all you need to print, and you do not even need to assemble anything. You just need to add 4 dice and a pencil with an eraser, or you can use little wooden cubes, little markers to place in these boxes here to keep track of your stats, and then you just add them and remove them instead of marking the boxes and erasing the marks that you made. Let's see how the game works. You are this little guy here who is going to be very busy because he's fighting against the zombies, trying to reinforce his barricade before the zombie destroys it, and when he finds a moment, he's also trying to fix his car. If you manage to fix his car and the car is fixed if this track is filled, then you win the game. But you lose the game if the barricade is entirely destroyed before the car is ready to help that little guy to leave the zone and go free. Setting up the game can be a little bit of a chore. There is a long procedure. That's it. That's all you need to do. You just check a box there that indicates that you have a zombie coming against you during the first turn. The number of zombies that will be added to that area each turn is indicated by the status of your car. The more you fix the car, the more boxes you check here, the more zombies you will have each turn. At the beginning you have a zombie per turn, then you have 2 zombies each turn, and at the end, when you're almost done, 4 new zombies will be added to this track here each turn. After you spawn the new zombies, which is the first thing that you do each turn, you receive 4 dice that you can distribute among the 3 areas, the lawn, the barricade, and the garage, and you can use them to perform different tasks. Dice that are committed to the lawn are used to kill zombies. You will roll the dice that you committed there. For each roll of 3 or more, you kill a zombie. There we go. After you roll all of your 4 dice, if there still are zombies here, each of these zombies inflicts a point of damage on your barricade. There still are 3 zombies here, then my barricade takes 3 points of damage right there. But before that happens, or if that happens the previous turn, I can also use dice to roll in the barricade area, and for each die that I roll away, and that gives me 3 or more, I can fix a box in my barricade. I can cancel one of the marks that I did before. So I need to do this continuously, because either I kill the zombies before they damage the barricade, or I fix the barricade after they damaged it. But I need also to find the time to use some dice in the garage, and the dice that I placed here just roll normally. Just fixing the car is harder than doing the other things, because you can fix one a tenth of the car only by rolling a 5 or a 6. If you roll a 5 or a 6, you check one of the boxes here. And again, the more boxes you have, the more zombies you will have, the more threat you will have against your barricade. And this is pretty much how it works, with just one little added twist. When you kill a zombie, not only do you erase a mark in that area, but you also add a mark here in the zombie killed area. Because when you get to 10 zombies killed, you receive a reward that you can select from this list. You can destroy all zombies in play, you can roll 1d6 plus 2 to try to fix 10% of the car, you can stop zombie spawning next turn, or fix 5 health points off the barricade. After this, you erase all markers here and you start killing zombies and counting again, hoping to get to the reward, to the next reward as soon as possible. And this is really how it works. It is a frenetic ride among all these areas in which you're just using your 4 precious dice to kill zombies, protect yourself, and fix your car. This game, for what it is, for what it is trying to achieve, it is simply perfect. There's no other word. In terms of practicality, this is one of the most practical games I've ever seen. You can play it anywhere. If you're interrupted, you just pick up the game. You do not have to put anything away, and then you just start playing it later when you have time, because everything is recorded on the sheet of paper. If you have a die roller on your iPhone, you can play this game while you're standing in line at the post office. It is just so practical. It does work. It can be played on an airplane, no problem. But about the game itself, the game is just incredibly fun. It is surprising and shocking, but in a positive way, how much this game can achieve with so little. You have those 4 dice and you have so many things that you have to do with them. The game is packed with tough decisions. The game doesn't last long, and yet it has this sense of progression that really works. It is easy to underestimate the zombies when one of them is popping up each turn, and you simply get rid of it while you're still working at your leisure in your car, and then before you realize it, the barricade is almost falling apart and there are hordes of zombies pressing against it. The progression is fast and it really works. It miraculously manages to convey an incredible sense of theme. Even those cute black and white illustrations on the sheet of paper, don't ask me why, but they work. They create theme. The game, so really the game has all that I can ask from a light game of this type. It is fun. I can play it anywhere at any time and just by myself. It is full of decisions. It has theme. It is exciting and tense. So to me, this is the perfect travel game. I'm extremely happy I found it, and I'm also hoping that I'm putting it on your radar here, which is pretty much what I'm making these reviews. For once, I'm not trying to help you figure out if you should or not invest your money in this or that game, but just hoping to let you know about the games that maybe you hadn't heard about before. And well, also these videos will help you prove to your spouse or partner that watching my videos is not always dangerous, does not always equal to you squandering the family's capital. Sometimes it does, let's face it, but not today.